welcome to Storyboard. I'm Shibani Gharat. Guess who has gone to Maha Kumbh? Yes, a lot of celebs. Coldplay's Chris Martin, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and also Association of Mutual Funds in India. Yes, AMFI is making its presence felt at the Mahakumbh 2025, where over 40 crore Indians are expected to visit this year. With a vision to spread financial literacy and educate millions of visitors about the benefits of mutual funds, AMFI's campaign integrates innovative on-ground activities to ensure deep engagement. 2 specially designed buses have been stationed at high footfall areas, offering a unique experience where Kumbh visitors can watch engaging videos on the basics of mutual fund, participate in interactive quizzes while recharging their mobile phones at the charging stations. People answering questions correctly are also gifted a 12-year Hindu calendar, the Nivesh Panchang, highlighting auspicious days to start SIPs, marking and making it a cherished keepsake. To tell us more about this, we are joined in by Navneet Munot. He's also speaking to us about the recent economic developments, market volatility and digital scams and their impact on retail investor and their behavior. Navneet, welcome to CNBC TV18.
Entirely my pleasure, and good to know that you started your journey in CNBC with last Maha Kumbh. And after 12 years, we are discussing Kumbh, and I'm so happy, and I hope you're going there.
Thank you so much. And so tell us more, what inspired you to launch this initiative at Mahakumbh?
I mean, it's the biggest human congregation at one place. There's nothing like this anywhere in the world, anywhere on the planet, and 400 million people celebrating this. Such a large event, and it's important that we are also there to convey our message in a very engaging manner. And 400 million people over a couple of weeks coming from different economic backgrounds, coming from different parts of the country, and it's very important that when they are taking away a lot of messages or a lot of learnings from that place, it's important that, and another important message, mutual fund sahi hai, the importance of SIP, importance of financial planning is also taken by them.
Yeah, and you rightly said the scale of this year's Kumbh is so big.
It's incredible, and a lot of credit to the government, to the policymakers, to everybody in the administration and every citizen of India to make such a grand show.
Yeah. So how do you tailor your messages to like this diverse, large audience, from, the wealthiest people in the country to like someone coming from rural India?
So instead of just choosing an in-the-face advertising, we are doing many, many interesting things to engage more with people and deliver our message in a highly interactive manner. So many things, like we have put a large kalash. This is Kumbh, so you need to put a nice Kumbh. People are drinking warm water. We are providing warm water there to drink. And while drinking water, they are looking at the Kumbh and the message. And there is this Hindi saying, "Boond boond se ghada bharta hai." I mean, I think they say that drop by drop a pitcher fills. This is something like that. So SIP is very similar, right? I mean, you start your journey with a small amount, but it can become big over a period of time. There are tents where we have blankets supplied with our branding. We have buses plying with, an interactive session within the bus. And then, of course, there is an outside the bus, you have the branding, but inside the bus, there are interactive sessions on investor education. And after that, you are asked to do a quiz, and if you answer all the 5 questions right, you are given a calendar, and that's a 12-year calendar, Kumbh se Kumbh tak. And there are auspicious days, etc. the calendar shows, but I mean, every day is an auspicious day to start an SIP. And there are many other interesting things that we have been doing. There are water vans that they are running. There is like advertising on trains, at airport in Varanasi, and of course in Prayagraj, and many other interesting things we are doing there.
And how do you measure the success of an initiative like this in terms of awareness and the action taken by the retail investor?
No, of course. So we have our endeavor is to take the industry from 5 crore investors, 50 million investors to 100 million in the short to medium term, and then over a period of time see a multifold increase in that number. And this is like one big opportunity for us to convey that message. And of course we get the feedback from people. Of course, I mean, as like a typical organization, you look at your return on investment in terms of how many more investors you are able to convey that message and how many investors you are able to convert into the actual investors over a period of time. We have a thing like there's something called, if you know, the Mandali, the people who are kind of like stage actors. They do these sessions where they talk about, you know, having good habits like keep your place clean, ensure that your water is clean, behave sensibly or behave in a nice manner with people around you. Yeah. Don't kind of like gather at one place. Have a queue, some of those messages. And we have engaged with those Mandali, and they're also giving a good message of the importance of financial planning or you know, the goal planning and in investing small amounts. So when people go back from there, take these messages, the cleanliness, Swachh Bharat and all that, they also keep another message of investing it rightly.
Yeah, and apart from this, what are the other initiatives that you are undertaking this year to take this message of financial planning and financial literacy to some of the markets which don't have access to financial education, the rural markets, the tier 3 markets?
Yeah. So the whole idea is to take it to the real Bharat. And one of the initiatives that we started last year was this Bharat Nivesh Yatra, which is like buses plying through the breadth of the country from Kashmir to Kerala, from Gujarat to Northeast. I think 30,000 kilometers plus these buses are going with the message outside and interactive touch screen inside. And you can do your KYC also with the tablet inside. And of course, you get to know about the mutual funds and in a highly interactive manner. So that's a very, very interesting initiative. And this is in 8 languages. So as you rightly said, that when you go around the country, you have to speak their language when you are communicating with them. And I think it's been a very highly popular initiative of AMFI. The another one we are doing at the early age, how kids get interest in financial literacy, financial planning. So we are conducting an essay competition, Bharat essay competition on financial literacy, that the importance of financial literacy in a Viksit Bharat. Yeah. And I think my guess is that at least 4-5 lakh students will participate from class 8 to class 12. So this is like 14 year to 18 year.
We are speaking about financial literacy, but this is also a time where, you know, the global economy and the domestic economy has gone through such a massive turbulence. How has it impacted the sentiment of a retail investor, and what are some of the things that, you know, they should keep in mind when it comes to investments?
No, of course you are right that markets have seen some volatility. A large number of our investors have got added in last 4 years. They haven't seen a serious correction before the correction that we have seen over the last few months, and it's very important for AMFI, for all the players, including the role that media has to play in ensuring that investors don't get swayed by the near-term volatility. Everybody must be given a message that focus on your asset allocation, focus on long-term. Consistency and discipline is more important than trying to time the market. Some of these are very, very important messages, and they should not stop their SIPs because markets have not done well in last few months. In fact, the new message we are giving is that government has been very kind to cut, you know, taxes on individuals. People earning less than 12 lakhs or for salaried employees 12 lakhs 75,000. When you get that incremental money in your hand, you spend some but also save little more.
And do you see that happening more this year?
I think so. Yeah.
With a more younger audience coming in.
Of course.
And having said that, how are you interacting and communicating and, you know, spreading awareness amongst this younger population, the Gen Zs and the Gen Betas who live in the era where, you know, we live only once. YOLO is like a term.
No, but I have deep respect for their generations. I've mentioned it many times. I think they're a lot more engaged. They're a lot more aware. They want to interact more, want to know more before investing and after investing, unlike the previous generation. The sense of curiosity is very high. and the risk-seeking ability, the risk-taking ability is much higher because they have a more optimistic view about their future, and they're starting very early for the SIPs, or they might be taking some other routes to make money. But our message has been that the best way is like SIP and invest for the long run. We do this Bharat Nivesh Run in tier 2 towns, so like Jamshedpur, Jodhpur, Chandigarh. We are doing in, I think, Belgaum, we are doing in some of Vizag, some of the other places. And this is like creating awareness about physical fitness and financial fitness, or physical wellness and financial wellness. They both go together.
Yeah, so during these
this is the Bharat Nivesh Run.
Bharat Nivesh Run. I'm a runner myself, so definitely will look forward to participating in one of those. But during these turbulent times, you're saying that you're carrying forward that message of mutual fund hai sahi.
Bilkul, absolutely.
And how has that worked for AMFI so far?
No, it's worked very well, and credit to all of you, credit to our ecosystem, credit to regulator, our distribution partners, advisors, that we are seeing the maturity among investors, that the SIP flows have been increasing, notwithstanding the volatility that the market has seen. That clearly shows the maturity of our investors, the long-term orientation that they have got now relative to what we used to see in the previous cycle.